Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina and today we're going to be doing a one brand tutorial of just Maybelline. Everything's Maybelline besides two things. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so today I am going to do brows on the camera. So when I do my brows, I like to start with a brow pencil and outline them. And I'm going to use the Total Temptation Brow Definer. And the shade I'm using is medium brown. With the brow pomade and fill it in. This is my first time using this brow pomade, so far, so good. Really creamy, really easy to use. It's filling in my brows really quick. Wow. Then I'll go back in with the brow pencil and then fill in the front. And then I'll go in with a concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer to clean up the bottom. And then I'll go in with my sponge and blend this out. And that's it. That's all I do for my brows. Go ahead and pull my hair back. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyes with the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, the concealer. Prime my eyes with those. That out a little bit. And then I will set the concealer with some powder. Okay, and then for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the City Mini palette times Shayla. I've never used this before. It's not new, but I've never tried it, so this will be fun to try. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to grab this shade. It might be, I'm gonna grab this shade right here. I think it's gonna be a little too light for the crease, but we'll see. Yes, that's more like a setting powder, which is fine. I'll go ahead and use it to set a little more, just so it matches. Well, in this palette there's not any really transition shades, so I'm going to go on into another palette, and I'm going to use an affordable palette as well, which is the Dream Street palette by Kathleenlights and Colourpop. This has great transition shades, so I'm going to grab this one right here on a fluffy brush and blend it right into my crease. I'm not quite sure what kind of look I'm gonna do, so we're just gonna go with it. Super simple. And I'm going to go back into the Maybelline palette and use this dark brown shade. And I'm going to put it right into the outer corner. And then do the same on the other eye. And I'll just keep building the shade until I like how the pigmentation is on the outside, or how dark that I want it to be. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the purple shade and put that right beside the brown. And grab a clean blending brush and blend that. And then do the same on the other eye. And then I'm going to go into this gold shade, and then I will put that right in the inner corner. Ooh, that is pigmented gold. Wow. That is pretty. That shade is my favorite. Wow. That's beautiful. Then I'm actually going to go in with my finger. Add some. To each side. And even with the purple, I'm going to use my finger. And then go back into your blending brush and blend again. Okay, so now I'll take a makeup wipe and clean up underneath where there's any fallout. Okay, so next we're going to go into priming the face, and I'm going to use the Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. I have used this before. This is really good. Very hydrating, and it doesn't make me oily throughout the day. I don't find that I get very oily, even though it's a hydrating. And then I'm going to go in my T-zone with the Master Blur Stick. I've never used this, so I'm going to push this right into my T-zone and see if it'll fill in maybe my pores. I think it did fill in a little bit of my pores, which is nice. It looks very smoothing. If you don't like that texture that silicone primer feels like, then you may not like this, but I think it did a good job at blurring my pores. So for foundation, I'm going to use my favorite one. It's the Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I love this one. It lasts me all day. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild sponge. And then I will drag it down my neck. Just to make sure everything's even. That foundation is matte but not too matte, and it's full coverage and it'll last you all day. I love that foundation. Okay, so next for the concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me again to conceal underneath my eyes. This is more of a medium coverage concealer, but I love it. It's very creamy, easy to blend. So I really enjoy this concealer. And then I will blend this all out. Okay, and to cream contour, I like to also use the Maybelline Fit Me, but in the shade Cafe. And then I like to blend that out with my favorite elf brush. And then I use my sponge for this part, and then for my nose. And then I'll go over all of it with the sponge to make sure everything is blended out seamlessly. And that's it. And then we'll set with the same Fit Me powder and make sure everything is blended back out and didn't fall and didn't crease into the fine lines. This powder is really great for setting, and it doesn't dry out the bottom of your eyes or anything. It's a really great powder. And then I'll set also with the powder where I put the cream contour. And just slightly on the forehead, mainly on the cheeks. And then I will dust away this bakage on the side of my nose. And I just used a blush brush that I'm going to end up using for my blush. So next for bronzer, we're going to use the Maybelline City Bronzer in 200. This is really good. I've been loving this bronzer. And I'm going to use my Morphe M581. Just bronze up the face. I'm actually going to take some of my bronzer and run it through the crease. Next we're going to use blush. I'm going to use the Fit Me blush in the shade Rose. Pretty pigmented blush. I've never used this blush. And then for highlight, we're going to use one of my favorites, the Master Chrome and Molten Gold. This highlighter is beautiful. Beautiful highlight. Okay, so I went in with the highlight in the inner corner in the brow bone, and now I'm going to go to back to my eyes. I'm going to use the bronzer and smudge that on the bottom. And then go back into Maybelline palette, and I'm going to actually go into the purple and smudge that too at the bottom. And then go into the dark brown and put that right on the outer corner. I'll take a little fluffy brush, just a small one. This is a Sonia Kashuk one, just called the blending brush, and I'll go over. Just make sure everything is nice and blended. Now for liner, I'm going in with the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in Glazed Toffee. Okay, and then I'll tight line as well. Next, I want to curl my lashes. And I'm not going to be using any false lashes, just my natural lashes for this. Now this is not a Maybelline product, but I couldn't find a lash primer by Maybelline, so I'm just going to use my Loreal Voluminous base eyelash primer. This is my all-time favorite. But if there is a Maybelline one, please let me know, so I can give it a try. Now while let that dry, I'm going to try this new Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. Now when I open it, it has this very weird felt tip that you can do your eyebrows with, but I'm not going to use that because I'm going to use it as a brow gel, and they actually give you a little spoolie to dip right in it. I'm going to dip that right in there. And I have this shade, I think it's soft brown. Soft brown. And I'm going to set my brows while I wait for the primer to set. The spoolie I think is a little too big to set your brows, but I mean it works, it does the job. I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how it dries and see how it lasts all day or not. Now it should be time to do the lashes, and I'm going to use the Colossal Big Shot Voluminous Express Mascara. Okay, and then I'll do my bottom lashes. Use the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Driver. This is my favorite one. It's such a pretty nude. Okay, and that's it. So let's talk about some of the products that are new to me. The Tattoo Studio brow pomade. This is wonderful. This did my brows so quickly. I really enjoyed this. The brow gel, I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's the greatest, but I just don't like the fact that it comes with this little felt tip instead of on the spoolie. They give you the spoolie to dip in there, so this is okay. And then the blur stick, I really love this blur stick. I think my pores, I don't even see my pores. It blurred it out beautifully. The rose blush, this is beautiful as well. It blended out, pigmented, super easy to use. And the eyeshadow palette as well, I think it's beautiful. I think the look turned out very pretty. I love purple, so the purple in here and the gold, very beautiful. The dark shade is very pigmented, easy to blend out. And then I didn't use the shade or the black, but I'm sure they're both great. I'll actually swatch this one and see. Yeah, very pretty. Just a darker gold, I really like that. And then the black. So yeah, I really enjoyed most of the products. You can get a great look with just Maybelline products. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.